Wait, hold up. Has anyone else ever noticed this? We're diving back into our favorite little mod for Incredibox Sprunk, the one with those adorable tiny creatures who for some reason have a habit of, well, murdering each other. And right in the middle of all that chaos stands Venda. A killer? Yes. The only one? Nope. But here's the kicker. We still don't know why she did it. What pushed her to snap and turn on her own kind? And most importantly, why didn't she lay a finger on Gray? Let's be real. Venda is easily one of the most captivating characters in the mod. Out of nowhere, she just loses it, goes on a spree, and takes out her fellow Sprunks. The big question is, what triggered this? Did something personal go down? Did she have beef with the others? Or is there something deeper going on? That's exactly what we're here to unpack today. But here's a twist for you. What if there's an alternate version of events where no one dies? Yup, everyone survives. Intriguing, right? But for now, let's stick with what we know and start with Venda's relationships, or lack thereof, with the other characters. Here's the problem. We don't have a ton of info on Venda's connections with the others. All we can do is piece things together and guess. Maybe she wasn't exactly popular, given her decision to take them all out. Well, almost all. There's one major exception. Gray. Gray not only survives, he doesn't even have a scratch on him. Coincidence? I don't think so. The mod's creator hinted at some sort of connection between the two. They're not related, confirmed in canon, but they're eerily similar in appearance. And honestly, it almost feels like Venda has some sort of fixation on Gray. And maybe Gray's survival wasn't about luck. What if Venda let him live? Maybe she couldn't bring herself to hurt him. The lack of injuries and their undeniable similarities might be the creator's subtle way of saying there's a bond between them, whether it's friendly, complicated, or something else entirely. We've seen this before in the story of Orin and Simon, so it wouldn't be the first time this kind of connection shows up in the Sprunk universe. Two characters who look almost identical, aren't related, but somehow share a special connection? Sounds like a plot twist in the making. Let's talk about Venda and Gray from the Incredibox Sprunk mod. It's not just their striking resemblance that raises eyebrows. It's also the fact that Gray walks away unscathed while everyone else faces Venda's wrath. Coincidence? I think not. Now call me crazy, but I feel like Venda has some unique feelings for Gray. Why else would she spare him? Sure, it's totally normal for a girl to chase after a boy, but not with a knife, right? So maybe, just maybe, Venda intentionally let Gray go. She didn't just spare him, she may have even protected him from other killers. But if there's someone she definitely didn't like, it's Tanner. Oh boy, with Tanner, things clearly went off the rails. Venda hated him enough to snatch his own weapon, a gun, and use it against him. Imagine that. A knife-wielding maniac deciding a knife wasn't enough and opting for a gun instead. If she resorted to his pistol, it means Tanner was a high-priority target. He had to go fast. According to the developer's description, Tanner is all about protecting others. He's the sheriff, the guy who keeps the peace. So, in Venda's twisted logic, it made total sense to take him out first. After all, he was the biggest threat to her plans. And once the sheriff's down, well, the knife can do the rest of the talking with everyone else. What about Venda's relationships with the other Sprunks? That's still a big question mark. We know almost nothing about how she interacts with most of them, except for a handful of confirmed friendships or relationships between other characters. However, here's a theory. Venda probably got along fine with the Sprunks who turned into monsters or killers themselves. I mean, they were working together, right? Partners in crime, literally. Think about it. The developer made a point of saying they're not related, but intentionally designed them to look alike. And fans noticed this too, especially when Venda's nightmare form looks eerily similar to Gray's. The Discord server lit up with questions about whether they could secretly be siblings. The developer shut that theory down, saying they're not family. But as for what they actually are to each other, that remains a closely guarded secret. So what do you think? Is there more to Venda and Gray's story than meets the eye? Let's hear your theories in the comments. Yo, has anyone actually picked up on this? Okay, let's talk about Venda from the Incredibox Sprunki mod. She's straight up one of the wildest characters in this whole thing. Like, everyone knows she's a psycho killer, right? But here's the tea. Why'd she snap like that? What made her go all horror movie villain on her squad? And most importantly, why did she let Gray walk away totally fine? Venda's deal. Why she went full chaos mode. Here's the thing, Venda's breakdown seems super random, like she was just chilling 1 second, then bam! Straight up annihilation of her crew. But maybe it wasn't so random. Could it be personal beef with the others? We don't know much about her relationships with the squad, but let's be real, something had to push her over the edge. But wait, what's up with Gray? Gray didn't just survive, he came out of this whole mess looking like he was on vacation. Not a scratch, nada. Like either this dude is the world champ at hide-and-seek, or Venda had something to do with it. Why didn't Venda touch Gray? Here's where it gets spicy. Some fans think Venda might actually have a thing for Gray. Not like the cute, OMG they're a couple kind of thing, but more like the creepy, you're mine and no one else can touch you type of vibe. You know, real yandere energy. Or maybe it's not that deep. Maybe she just respected him in a weird way. Like, they do kind of look alike, right? The mod devs even confirmed they're not related, but fans keep wondering if there's something more between them. Could be friendship, could be something darker, who knows? Theories are spinning. Some people are out here saying Venda was hypnotized or brainwashed, like maybe she wasn't acting on her own, and someone, maybe Black, pulled the strings. Others think she just lost it completely. Honestly, with all the chaos in the Sprunki world, it's kind of hard to tell what's real anymore. But hey, whatever went down, one thing's for sure. Venda and Gray? There's something weird there. Whether it's twisted love, unspoken respect, or just her deciding not to end him for fun, their connection feels off in a way that keeps everyone guessing. So, what do you think? Is Venda just crazy, or is there more to this story? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to smash that sub button. If you don't, you're officially not a cinnamon roll. No hard feelings though, just click it, okay? How's that? Let me know if you want me to tweak the tone or add more specific phrases. Yo, what's even going on with these Sprunka murders? Alright, let's dive into this colorful little singing world that somehow turned into a freaking horror movie. Like, sure, Sprunka might look all happy and friendly on the surface, but let's be real. They're not exactly the besties next door crew. Even outside the whole, some of them are killers and literal monsters thing, their relationships seem, kinda messy. Take Lime for example. My dude supposedly escaped from a psych ward. Yikes. Add some unresolved grudges into that mix, and yeah, murder seems like it might have been on his to-do list. Then there's Reddy. Dude straight up smacked Lime with a hammer once. Why? Who knows? Maybe because Reddy's just got this nasty attitude. Like, if looks could kill, he wouldn't even need a weapon. Let's talk about Black for a second. He's giving evil overlord vibes. The whole thing with the hat, where slapping it on a Sprunki makes everything dark and creepy? Yeah, that's sus. What if Black's the ringleader, pulling all the strings? Maybe he promised Lime and Venda some kind of revenge package. Take out your enemies and I'll make sure y'all come out clean. Sounds sketchy, right? And Venda? What set her off? Venda's a whole mystery on her own. Like, what made her snap and go full psycho? Did someone push her over the edge? Did Black manipulate her? Or was she just done dealing with everyone's nonsense and decided, you know what? Time to stabby stab. And what's up with Gray? Out of everyone, he somehow survives without even a scratch. Coincidence? I don't think so. Maybe Venda let him go. Maybe she's got some weird, twisted soft spot for him. Or maybe Gray's just the ultimate hide-and-seek champ. So, what's the truth? We don't know yet. All we've got are theories. Were the killers driven by revenge? Did Black promise them something? Or is everyone just totally unhinged? Whatever the case, we'll have to wait for the devs to spill the tea. In the meantime, let's talk about it in the comments. What's your take on Venda? Why'd she go off the rails? And do you think she spared Gray on purpose? Drop your theories below. Oh, and don't forget to hit that sub button, smash the notifications bell, yes, that busted one right there, and leave a comment, even if it's just, yo, this was wild. Catch you later. Peace out.